Last year, I moved into a middle-class house right around summertime. The move went smooth, and it seemed like everything was working, and nothing had broken during the move. I had plenty of friends to help me out. Heck, I even found $20 in my couch. Pop money? Oh, heck yes. Anyway, back to the house. For the first day or two, I thought life couldn't get any better. My man was handsome. My friends were happy. And my parents were even fixing their relationship. However, I hadn't realized, until it was too late, that I was doomed to remain in this prison, which I now sit in as I tell you the story. The first time that it happened, I was in my room. I was in the zone on my PlayStation. You know what I mean. Where you get 10 headshots without even breaking a sweat? Yeah, that. As I was kicking a fat terrorist bootay, I heard movement downstairs. It sounded like someone was running around down there. Like they were running from room to room, banging on the walls. Just being flat out obnoxious. Hey, Jeff, get out of my house. I said 3 o'clock, knucklehead. The noise stopped. I waited a few moments before turning back to my game. But it was too late. I was already doomed. I saw it coming at me too late. A tank. Son of a... The next few days were pretty normal. There were no more sounds that shouldn't be there. Just the pipes, the heater, and other house noises. Yet, about 3 days later, that knucklehead Jeff snuck into my house and started beating up my stuff. Alright, you aren't getting off easy this time, I shouted as I charged down the stairs. As my foot hit the last step, something out of the corner of my eye moved. I looked over so fast that I got whiplash. Damn it! I didn't even pay attention to the fact that whoever was in my house had disappeared. After that, it got worse. That same night, as I laid in bed, the banging started again. Not only was it worse, but it was on my floor of the house this time. I was sure that I had locked everything before I came up here. So here I was, peeing myself at 900 miles an hour while something destroyed my house. I actually pulled the blankets over me. Hey, I was scared. Just as I expected it to bash open my door and slaughter me, it stopped. The next morning, I grabbed my baseball bat as I got out of bed. If whatever that thing is was still out there, it would regret it. I didn't find anyone, but my house was trashed. Almost everything was tipped over, torn, broken, missing, or worse. I just figured I had been robbed. I called the police, but they didn't do crap. But the noises stopped for a week or so, and that made things easier. Sure, I was irritated that some numbskull destroyed my new place, but at least I was okay. But, of course, I know now that it wasn't a robber, or Jeff, or pipes in the walls. It was the thing in the walls. A week after the incident, it came back. This time, it was mad. I was startled out of my slumber by the noise of a vase breaking into 1,000 pieces downstairs. Smash! It went, with little pieces still breaking a few seconds after the initial smash, as if to mock me. Not long after, I began to hear more deep, guttural banging noises on the walls again, coming from inside of them, no doubt. As I laid there in my bed, I let out the tiniest, timidest squeak by sheer mistake, and the noise stopped. Sharpest ears I've ever seen, those were. After several painstaking long moments of silence, I released the breath that I was holding, thinking it was over for now. Big mistake, I realized, as the noises suddenly started to rampage up the stairs, incredibly fast, incredibly loud. Smack, crash, bang against my wooden floor. The beast, which I could now accurately call it, broke my door open with intense force, thrusting it all the way to the opposite side of the room. Being an intelligent individual, I had already hidden under my impenetrable field of safety known as the common blanket. The noise of this monster running through my room, its footsteps enough to damage my eardrums this close, was the scariest thing I had ever experienced in my entire life. With a sudden burst of adrenaline, I threw the blankets off in the direction of the thing, somehow making a direct impact with its face. Whoever, or whatever it was stunned. But not for long, and I knew that. I frantically moved across my room, attempting to make it out the door, downstairs, outside, where I could attract public attention. This night, luck was not on my side. I knew this as a large hunk of my hair was grabbed from behind and pulled out with such force that pieces of skin came along with it, along with a crap ton of blood. Before a scream escaped my throat, I was being held down by a dark, hairless beast that walked on all fours with a face I could barely stand to imagine ever again, that then smashed my head with its fist, sending me into a dark, welcoming sleep. Someone new has moved in, but they don't even acknowledge my existence, the jerk. I patiently watch, wait, and listen, hoping that they will. But no, not me. I'm not worth it to them. Maybe if I bang on the walls.